And all of a sudden, I am a very, very sad hockey fan. Tyler Toffoli, everybody, has been traded to the Winnipeg Jets in exchange for a second and a fourth. You gotta be kidding me. PATRIK, ALLVIN, you couldn't match that? Are you serious? The Jets are getting to full... Okay, I'm trying not to be too loud. As I said, there's maintenance going on in my apartment right now. So you'll hear some bangings, you'll hear some drillings, you'll hear some hammerings, but my goodness, dude. Tyler Toffoli is a Winnipeg Jet, and I don't know what's worse. Honestly, like, okay, at the very least, him being a Jet is better than him being a King. But it's not as good as him being a Vancouver Canuck. My gosh, PATRIK, ALLVIN couldn't match that? A second and a third? Come on! Like, Tyler Toffoli cost a second and a third? That's it? 44 points, 61 games played for a rental that had 73 points last year with the Calgary Flames. He's been so good the past few years, this Tyler Toffoli, only making $4.25 million against the cap until the end of this season. You're telling me he only went for a second and a third and the Canucks couldn't match that? What the hell is going on here? We already had word that Elias Pettersson himself wanted the Canucks to get Toffoli back, that he loved the play style that this guy brings, and that he could have been that final top six winger that the team was looking for. But they lost out on Guentzel, and now they lost out on Toffoli, and for a team like Winnipeg that just got Sean Monahan, and he's doing pretty good things, they just got Gabe Vilardi. I know he's injured because he's on my fantasy team, but he hasn't been able to contribute the past few games. He's been doing pretty good things. They're getting Tyler Toffoli now too. They got an entire line's worth of good players to come in and step in, do some good work for their squad, and the Vancouver Canucks have nothing. Oh boy. Oh my goodness. I'm pretty upset about that, eh? Hey, Tyler Toffoli's going over to Winnipeg. You know what? I'll give a big shout out over to Peg City Hockey. My buddy Jake, you know, if you're a fan of the hockey YouTubing scene, you've probably seen Peg City Hockey around. He does Jets content. He'll be happy to see this. I sat beside Jake in geography class in high school in grade 12, and we met in grade 8, actually. We went to the same high school. Not everybody knows that, but Tyler Toffoli, my goodness. Winnipeg Jet Tyler Toffoli, after being a Vancouver Canuck, a Montreal Canadien, a Calgary Flame, and a New Jersey Devil. Think about it like this. Tyler Toffoli has now been a part of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 teams in the last 4 years. The guy's always getting traded. The guy's always putting himself in strange spots. And it's not really because he's a bad player. He's a very good player. It's just, as a rental for a guy in Toffoli who wanted a certain amount of money and a certain amount of term, and the Devils, whether or not they were willing to give that or not, this is the price, seriously? Like, the Devils, we heard, oh yeah, they want to hold on to Toffoli, they want to keep him, they want to re-sign him, but then after trade talks picked up, they were like, oh, now the Devils want to see what's on the market for him because they think he can fetch a return. A second and a third? That's it? That's what you dragged this out for? A second and a third? And from Winnipeg of all teams? You telling me that LA or Vancouver could not match this? Like, I get it, the Canucks didn't want to trade a Willander or a Lekaramaki for a Michael Bunting, but a second and a third? Really? That's it? Maybe the New Jersey Devils did this out of spite. Maybe they didn't want Vancouver to have any good things because they want to steal Quinn Hughes from Vancouver in a few years. Maybe there's some bad blood going on here, but I doubt it. Tyler Toffoli, with no trade protection whatsoever on this contract, got sent over for a second and a third to Winnipeg? Oh my goodness, I'm so annoyed, but let me know your thoughts in the comment section below either way about Toffoli going over to the Jets for a second and a third. I'm not going to be able to live that down. PATRIK, ALLVIN could not have matched that. My goodness. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I apologize for all the noise in the background. We're doing some maintenance here in the apartment. And bye.